Hi everyone, I'm Mary. I'm one of the naturalists here at Dodge, and today I'm going to show you how you can come visit the Nature Center and try out orienteering. Orienteering is a sport of navigation, which means that you're given information on direction and distance, and you use those two pieces of information to navigate to different points along a course. I'm going to show you how you can use your smartphone and your own 2 feet to come out to the Nature Center and try out one of our courses.
Okay, real quick, I want to show you where you can find the Dodge Nature Center orienteering course. If we take a look at our map of our main property here, over here along this side, this is Charlton Street, and down here, this is Marie Avenue. Our orienteering courses are going to be at the Marie entrance. So if you go over here, right there is our main office. That's that building. And then there's a path that goes off to the right. And up at the top of that path, there are 2 red buildings. Our orienteering course is going to be over in this area. And an important thing to know is that you're never going to have to cross a road or walk through water in order to complete one of our orienteering courses. So real quick, if this is our main office kiosk right here, the orienteering courses are up at the top of that hill. So here we are at the top of that hill I pointed out for you. There's our main office down at the bottom of the hill. Here's one of those red buildings at the top of the hill. And here's the other one that's kind of shaped like a barn. And I'm going to show you where to find the starting posts for our orienteering course. Right across from that red barn, we've got post number 1. And then post 2 will be over here. Post 3, if I zoom in for you, it's going to be that one right there. There's the sign for that path. Then post 4 will be on the other side. 5, 6, all the way around kind of the edge of this grassy area outside of the barn-shaped red building. Let's take a look at one of our courses. Up at the top of the page, you'll find the name of the course. This is the Birch course. If you need a more accessible orienteering course, you should use the Elm course. It is designed to be wheelchair accessible and sticks to wider, more easily traveled paths. The first thing you'll need to know is which post to start from, and so you'll find that written right here in bold. This one says that our starting post is number 2. You will always start at a numbered post. Then we'll need our pieces of navigation information. So this first column gives us the direction. The second column gives us the distance. So for our first one, we need to start at post number 2. We need to head in the direction of 27 degrees, and we need to walk for 57 feet. With an average pace length for me of about 5 feet, I know that I should go a little more than 11 paces. The first answer is given to you. So for this one, it's post letter F. So if you start at post number 2, you put 27 degrees onto your compass and you walk for 57 feet and you're not finding post letter F, you know that you should try again or refer back to this video to figure out what you're doing wrong. After that, you'll be on your own, and you'll be finding lettered posts until the very end. This last answer that you get will be another number. So you start at a numbered post, you end at a numbered post, and it's letters in between. Once you've finished, you can check your answers with our answer key that we'll post on Facebook. In order for you to better see what's going on my phone screen, I'm going to film how to use your phone compass inside. So the first thing you're going to want to do, and I'll show you this when I'm outside, you're going to want to put your phone flat on the top of the post you're starting from. This is going to help make sure when you go to follow that line, you are exactly on the line that needs to be followed. If you start a couple feet away from the post, you're going to end up at least a couple feet away from whatever post you're looking for, and that's not helpful to anyone. So stand as close to the post as possible, put your phone flat on the top. It will also help to keep your phone as flat as possible if you do that. And then turn your phone and watch, see these degrees down here? It makes it really easy to tell which direction your phone is pointing. You just rotate it in that circle until you find what you're looking for. So there's 27 degrees. And so I know that I should head in the direction that the top of my phone is pointing. So I have my helpful arrow here to show that I'd want to go that way. So 27 degrees, I'm gonna go that direction. It's as easy as that to help find your bearing using your smartphone. All right, the last thing you're gonna need to know before you go out and try out orienteering is how to measure your distance using your paces. You get to have a lovely look at my delightful dirty slippers as I show you what a pace is. A pace is every 2 steps that you take. So this, not a pace. But this, That's a pace. I find it easiest to count my paces by counting every time one of my feet moves. So if I were going to count how many paces it takes for me to cross the room, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it took me about 4 paces to get to the door. Now you need to know how long your pace is. And you can get an accurate number by laying a measuring tape along the floor and measuring how far 2 steps is. Now make sure that if you do that you take 2 normal sized steps and don't take 2 really huge steps. If you take 2 really huge steps, you're going to get a way bigger number than you actually need. If you don't want to have to measure your pace, you can assume that your pace is about average, which means it's going to be about 4 or 5 feet in length. So to continue with my example, here I am at post number 2, ready to start my orienteering course on the birch course. I have my phone sitting flat on the top, set up so that it is pointing to 27 degrees. So I know I should be heading that way. And I'm going to start looking for post letter F. So now I have my camera angled so that I can look straight along that 27-degree line. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to find a landmark to help me keep lined up with 27 degrees. Now, if you see that tree kind of skinny and it's super straight, I'm going to use that for now as I start my pacing. As I go along, I'm going to keep looking for landmarks. As I get to the first one I use, I'll find another one. The other way to do this is to have a partner with you who can start pacing along that line while you stay at the post you're starting from, and tell them to scooch one way or another to help them stay along that compass line that you're following.
Thanks for joining me today. I hope that this video was fun for you to watch, and I hope it inspired you to try orienteering for yourself. If you want to support Dodge in everything we do, you can donate at dodgenaturecenter.org. Thanks again for joining me today, and make sure that you get outside and nourish your need for nature.